All right, D Hungarian minor in drop D. Starting from the 5th string, 5th fret, here's the finger pattern. 1, 3, 4, next string 2, 3, 4, next string 2, 3. So what makes the Hungarian minor scale unique is this second finger note on the D string. So 1, 3, 4, 2, that creates this tritone tension, which is unique to a minor scale. Normally this 4 is a natural 4, so instead of. So the Hungarian minor definitely has a unique sound. And then if you keep going, this major 7th note is unique because normally it's a minor 7th note. So you've got two notes that create tension in this scale. So if you're going to write a riff using Hungarian minor, make sure you at least use that sharp 4, and you could even use the major 7 to really drill it home. All right, so here's I'm going to pick 4 random numbers 1 through 8 because there's 8 numbers in this scale. Even though 8 counts as 1, we're going to count it as its own number because it's the same number. All right, so 6, 4, 7, 2. So the 6th note, the 4th note, the 7th note, and the 2nd note. So I'm going to put drop D in between each one of these. I'm going to double it. Or triplets. I mean, you could do any rhythmic value you want. It doesn't have to be this kind of symmetrical thing. You can make up any pattern you want for this. This is supposed to trigger your creativity at the very most. So, you know, you're trying to memorize a new scale. This is a great way to do it because you're having to write a riff with a scale you just learned. So you can take that pattern and do something like alter the last note every time you play it. So instead of my scale being open 6, open 4, open 7, open 2, maybe I'm going to do open 6, open 4, open 7, open, and I'm going to throw in a note that isn't from the scale. Because that's a good way to create a riff that's somewhat unique, is to not necessarily just stick with the scale notes, but to add in a few outside of the scale notes to create a little bit more tension or uniqueness. So that would make my riff. So open 6, open 4, open 7, open 2, open 6, open 4. Or I can do 1. Open 6, open 4, open 7, open 2. So you can change any note in the scale. It doesn't have to be the last note. It could be any of the notes. Just alter them every other time. You can turn these notes into power chords. You can turn them into octave. And I can cover all these techniques, so just leave comments and let me know anything else you'd like to see. And hopefully this increases your understanding of Hungarian minor as well as string skipping technique, because all of these drop D riffs use this kind of open 6th string to skip into the 3rd string, so your right hand is going to develop some better technique as well. All right, go forth and shred, my friends.